What's up with the nation's drift to the right? Part 3. People are concerned about high prices, and it's not all inflation. It's price gouging. You think Trump will crack down on corporate price gougers? Think again. If you're not too busy blaming Mexico, Panama, and Denmark, and Hamas. Why are people unwilling to target the masters of the economy, the owners of the economy, the owners of us all? Because they don't have that information, and or because abandoning the existing system is too scary. Who ever valued low inflation over democracy? Who votes for fascism while denying it is that? People do this, especially if they consume their poisoned disinformation in a funhouse of mirrors. A lot of people vote on emotion, not facts. FDR said, democracy has disappeared in several other great nations, not because the people of those nations disliked democracy, but because they had grown tired of unemployment and insecurity, of seeing their children hungry while they sat helpless in the face of government confusion, government weakness. So how do the pirates in power make us great? Fire the competent, dismantle the infrastructure, deport the workers, silence the critics, free the Fortune 500 to destroy people and planet, convert the media to fear and loathing, defund the universities to make us stupid just because they stood up for human rights for the wrong people, fire half of HUD so rents will rise. Also, convert the civil service to politically loyal appointees.
Save the civil service and save the country!
This is known as Schedule F, which stands for Forget Democracy. MTG says those are not real jobs producing federal revenue. Federal employees do not deserve their jobs. Okay, pot and kettle. President Caligula got in not only because people are racist or fearful or blamey or broke, but because the system doesn't work, so people were all grievancy and shit. It won't work under Trumpty Dumpty either, but by the time he's half done with his wrecking ball, it will take the next admin 4 years to even try to undo half of that, as it did with Biden after Emperor Trump won. Aside from the hardcore haters and the softcore befuddled, there's the rest of us. 3 Democratic incumbents, for what that's worth, abandoned hopes of re-election. Why? Quote, except for North Carolina doing a gerrymander, we'd be in the majority. So that's your landslide. It's just flow true. So the people will vote them out in 2 years, in 4, out in 6, out in 8, and no one will fix it because they are it. This is democracy? Fooled somebody. Corporate front office of the United States has cut funds that helped people get Obamacare. They're eating the health care. They're eating the jobs. They're eating the migrants. 20 million may lose Medicaid. The elderly, children, sick, poor, disabled, and pregnant. All of them most likely Democrat voters, so they should have voted more carefully, I guess. 1 million children will lose treatment for severe acute malnutrition each year. 200,000 children will be paralyzed by polio annually. 18 million will get malaria, with 166,000 deaths per year. This news from the USAID acting administrator, who is presumably no longer acting. A $400 million contract with the State Department for armored cyber trucks has been canceled, so we will indeed not have armored swasticars running around the country and destroying you name it. The problem of what to do with the remaining non-armored swastika trucks remains, as good taste is now generally considered to be in bad taste. Musk will not be seriously hurt by the cancellation, as Teslas remain popular, and some people don't mind if he is a grand theft autocrat. The Trump tariffs have been called the dumbest trade war in history by the transgender Marxist newspaper, The Wall Street Journal. Gambling on antagonizing your friends to pretend to help Americans can lead to an increase in self-medication, even glue sniffing, leading analysts to refer to the process as gamble and huff. Co-dictator Elon, hereinafter Co-Dick, got sass-back in his attempted one-man takeover of the United States, ordering all federal employees to account for their work week. Blowback came from ultra-liberal agency heads like Tulsi Gabbard and Kash Patel. Responding to Elon's claim that the request was a simple pulse check, one staffer said she would be more amenable to that if Elon himself underwent a check on the condition of his brain and heart, if any. Moving to the mother continent, Europe needs minerals, which Rwanda can get for them from the Congo. Rwanda also has support from key political figures Kendrick Lamar and the NBA. Why? The U.S. had the support of Louis Armstrong and Dizzy Gillespie versus Patrice Lumumba. Why? They all got fooled. Come on, celebs, earn your keep. Transgender mice turned out to be transgenic, but still, next up, transgenic people injecting DNA from other species, perhaps superior species, into humans? Couldn't hoit.